Ethan Hill with a good jump serve, passed well by the libero, and then it's a one.
The jump serve is passed perfectly by Ryan. Penn State has 4 hitters in system. Nathaniel Gates is up before the middle, but he hangs around for the Bick. Good Lord, give that man a single block. Because Rotman gets a hand in for the middle, but he's on the ground when Gates stuffs that Bick. My goodness, I love this guy.
One hand is better than none, that's for sure, as a blocker, and it pays off for him, unfortunately. High toss, aggressive serve, overpass to Kerr, and Kerr gets it down for the point.
The handle, let's see Lamp just kind of playing that over again in his head, how much he needs to control.
Kevin Lamp hits the floor on the serve, but he has got to get up quicker if he wants to dig his own overpass. And that's a pro-level achievement, by the way. It takes a legend to overpass on accident and then dig your own overpass attack. Nice effort on the block, but John Kerr has made the block slightly irrelevant by swinging just deep and just elevating over the hands.
Essentially is for Wildman as he serves again. Another one off the tape into the seam.
That was the first one, was exactly in the same spot. Again, just that slight hesitation.
I get it, Justin is a good libero, but there comes a speed of a jump serve, and that's probably around 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, where you just can't claim half the court. I think Brett's serves are coming around 60 miles an hour. But I also think that all teams should get speed guns, and we should start to measure this.
From the end line. Hammers away, but a good pass from Lamp. Over to Rotman, high hands deflection, Wildman's there. Kerr on the right side, drives it through the block and down.
On the side of Penn State, so putting the pressure on, but also responding on the transition side of the game.
So after a little bit of a good start from Stanford,
Kerr gets a touch on Rotman's swing, and the ball is dug up by Brett, who nearly collides with Ryan Merck. Back set to Kerr, and he gets the kill by attacking the seam in the block. Stanford's block looks a little frustrated, Kerr getting the best of them early in set 1. And just to show you what John Kerr is looking at, we'll go ahead and freeze frame on his swing. You can see he really only has one hand's worth of space between those blockers.
Another aggressive toss at Louis. It's another overpass, and Kerr is...
Louis overpasses this ball, and it's killed by John Kerr. This is actually not a reception error. He kept the ball in play, technically, and there's only 3 reception errors. He's already been aced twice, so Louis is probably only going to be aced one more time this match.
Really a cornerstone for this Penn State team as that serve, San Jose, California. Loren Brulette goes for the jump serve. Owen Rose's turn, up by 4 for Penn State. He misconnects on that. Good jump serve there from Rotman. Passed well, they go to Kerr on the right, and Kerr...
Penn State goes back to John Kerr because why not? He's on a huge kill streak. Kerr 6-packs the setter, and the kill streak continues.
6'6" senior opposite out of Derry, Pennsylvania. Goes with that wrist-away hybrid jump float as Brulette...
Okay, I'm glad we are calling setter errors now. There are many ways a setter can adjust to a tight pass, but that way does not work.
Kerr's second serve of the run here. Catches the tape. Passed by Lamp. Here comes Snowy on the right side. Picked up. Chance for Penn State. Vizionu gets dug. Rotman steps in a set. Tight. Played back and covered. Good recycle. Here comes Lamp. Dug up by Wildman. Chance now for Koval. High hands. Rotman gets the dig. Lamp has to tip it over that set too wide. Kerr with the high ball from the backcourt.
What is going on with Theorin on this point? His sets are all over the place, and it's debilitating the Stanford offense. He's lucky that wasn't called a double right there. It looks like Theorin overcompensates and sets the ball wide of the antenna. Theo Snow rolls the ball in play, and Penn State fires back with a power tip out of the middle that takes Theorin out of the offense. Will Rotman sends Snowy a trap set. Then Theorin pushes the ball past Kevin on the outside, so his swing is off balance. Penn State gets another attack. Cowell hits high hands. It's dug. Now Theorin is setting right by the outside hitter, and Kevin Lamp has to throw this ball with his left hand so it stays in play. Penn State gets another swing, but this error brings Kerr's kill streak to an end. 12-16, Penn State maintains a 4-point lead. Toby Ezeonu records another kill. I always like to give credit to the perfect pass that makes the high percentage shots possible. So nice pass by Brett.
So here's Mikhail Koval with the jump serve. Takes a little off, pass well from Rotman. Hill gets picked up. Now Wildman, the high ball against three blockers, goes down.
This point has so many highlights. First, the off-speed jump serve is designed to look like it's going deep, but then drop short. This forces Kevin Lamp to dive for the ball, but even though he's mid-dive, he's passing the ball perfectly to his setter. Then Theorin sets too high for his middle to swing at, and all Ethan Hill can do is tip, which is more likely to be dug. Penn State doesn't get a perfect pass, but they put the ball where their hitter can at least get a swing, and Brett makes a great shot down the line, where Theorin is out of position and misses the dig. He's playing defense behind the block instead of on the line. Penn State has taken significantly more swings in this match than Stanford has up to this point. Theorin's connection just hasn't been there with his hitters.
Serve, pass well from the libero, and Wildman.
And off of that jump serve, and they have that one-on-one opportunity. And you watch this set and the tempo of it, the full commit block jump out of the middle. You have to honor.
Penn State uses the 31-go combination to get a one-on-one block for Brett Wildman on the outside. It's especially effective on a good pass because the middle blocker has a really hard time guessing which hitter to block. Ethan chose wrong this time, and Brett got the kill.
The middles.
Ezeonu with that good jump hybrid. Snowy, though, out of the back row, and he gets shut down.
Kevin gets the float serve up, but the pass isn't good enough to run the middle, and Kevin is still on the ground. The setter only has his pin options, but the setter never squares his feet to the outside, which often means he's going to set the ball backwards. Penn State is officially running away with set one. The score is 20-13.
Wrist away with that jump float, misses wide. Lamp now, the 6'6" senior outside hitter. Strong. Going with the jump serve. Just wide and misses the sideline. See if he can be the spark that the Cardinal needs. Makes his serve. High ball to Kerr. There's a dig now. Chance for Stanford. They go to Rotman. That's set too tight.
Rotman there on a ball that was set tight end, almost over the net. But look at that defensive position by Lamp. I love that.
An aggressive serve takes Penn State out of system. Now, we just talked about how a good pass created a one-on-one situation for the outside hitter. Now this pass is off the net. It's going to require more time for that ball to get to the outside. Plus, the middle blocker doesn't have to defend the middle hitter as much. The more aggressive serve allowed Stanford to get that second blocker on the outside, and Kevin Lamp gets the dig. Now, you've heard of an overpass. Well, Theorin shows you what an overset is. But Will Rotman makes up for the set by winning the joust, point Stanford. Actually, on a second look, Will Rotman is fully under the net with his right foot. That should have been a point for Penn State. We got to run that one back.
Ball that was set tight end, almost over the net. But look at that defensive position by Lamp. I love that he made that all happen.
Rotman with a little look through the net there, a glance after that play. Rose gets blocked back, but covered. Kerr from the left side, one-on-one.
This is not a perfect pass, but Penn State still runs the 31-go to the middle Owen, but Nathaniel Gates is ready. Libero Ryan Merck is in a good spot for the cover, and Kerr gets a one-on-one on his perfect pass. Now, Theorin is just 3 inches shorter than John Kerr, but that's a big difference at the net. Theorin has to expend every bit of his effort to jump high enough he doesn't actually get to reach across the net at all.
Good toss, nice step close. High ball outside to Rotman. Challenges the block, deflected, but dug. No call. Will play on as Rotman comes through and attack.
In all of my time as a college volleyball player and coach, I have never seen a no call quite like this. This upref is not really doing his job. I don't think he should be reffing college volleyball. Anyway, Will Rotman gets a nice kill. It's off Owen's left hand and out of bounds for the tool.
Good jump serve from the setter. Here comes Wildman out of the back row. He is flying.
Another great pass by Ryan puts Penn State in system with 4 hitters. Nathaniel is the only blocker up on the bick. He makes a half jump on the middle and then is all the way up on the bick. Penn State is extremely effective in system because of their ability to isolate single blocks. When I played the middle back position, I always had to choose either left or right. I wasn't allowed to defend right behind the middle blocker.
6-point advantage, 2 away from taking the opener. Snowy on the left side gets blocked, but
At this point, it's pretty safe to say that Kevin Lamp is Penn State's serving target for the night. Most of his passes have been well off the net, causing issues for Stanford's offense. This time, Theorin does square at least his right foot to the outside, and sure enough, that's where the ball goes. Snowy on the outside hits high hands and gets the tool.
now Will Rotman looking for some magic from the inline, and he misses long. John Kerr at the inline. Goes for the hybrid, right at Justin Louis. Back set to Snowy. Tempo-wise wasn't there.
Will Coons comes into the match on set point, and with his first play of the night, he houses Snowy on the right side. Set 1 goes to Penn State as they have outpassed, outset, and outhit the Stanford Sequoia, or the Stanford Trees. I'm not exactly sure what their mascot is. It looks like the Stanford Trees, but I like Stanford Sequoia. Theorin is the only man in there for the cover. And looking at the stats, Penn State has more blocks, more aces, more attacks, fewer errors, and sure enough, more points.